I I am dreading to look what's behind me because I realized I didn't change my background. So I don't know what's there. Let's have a look. Oh, it's these guys. Okay. I knew I forgot to do something. You knew that was Jake's ear. Oh god. Hi everyone. How are we today? I got really distracted because I was playing around with my mic position. I was listening um to the VOD from Saturday, and I realized that something that's been happening recently is as the stream goes on, I slowly move over away from the mic, and you can hear that distance. So I've moved the mic in front of me. It's actually in front of me now. So you might be able to hear like no difference at all depending where I'm facing now. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. Oh, we got we got even shorter legs. Lycans, how many times out of those 39 times have you had the shortest legs? This is nothing short of conspiratorial, I think. But yeah, I got really distracted and forgot to change the background. Anyways, let's say how high some hellos. I see the worstman. I see the best Draco. Lycans with the shortest legs. Also, hi, Ellie. Here is Lycan. There we go. So I couldn't figure out what I wanted to play today, and I saw a couple of demos that I was interested in. I was also considering doing Lost in Vivo. I discovered today that where we stopped at Lost in Vivo, there's like 45 minutes of the game left. So, yeah, that was not the best stopping point. But whatever. We'll get there eventually. That'll be a 2-game stream. And there's another horror game I'm interested in playing, which I could couple that with. Little thing first too. So on Saturday I had to take a couple of phone calls during the stream. Unfortunately, my grandmother's in hospital. I am effectively on call to see if something happens. And based on our plans currently, there's probably not going to be a Friday stream. Or if there is, I don't know when it's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if I'll do a makeup stream for tomorrow instead. But it is how it is. So, Moonsigil Atlas. Is my tracking? See, now I'm wondering what's going on with my tracking, because there is a microphone in front of my face now. I don't think it's affecting anything. All the best to her. Thank you. She's 86. She doesn't care for herself, so that's why she is where she is, unfortunately. But the stories coming out of the hospital are not amazing. Not amazing at all. So Moonsigil Atlas, it is a roguelite. And its main thing is that we don't have mana. We have Tetris space. Show you in a second. Greetings, frail one. I am the shackled. No longer dormant are the... Hold on a second, I didn't do my due diligence. Didn't do the due diligence check either. Still. Alright, it looks like it's fine. No longer dormant are these 3 astral titans, primordial beings with unceasing hunger for life, stars, and any other glimmer of light in the endless void. Dispatch these traitors, return to me, and I will reward you generously. You may use my Atlas to navigate these stars. This is already reminding me of another game that I've played. What was that one? Astrea, Six-Sided Oracles. That's a very good one if anyone's interested. It's a dice-based roguelite. So you see this here? Draw pile, discard pile. You know how roguelikes work. But when you play the cards, you have to fit them all into this shape. And I thought that was really cool. To play this card, drag it from your hand onto the moon. It's about you, moon. We're putting stuff on you. That's cool, right? Defeat enemies by playing cards that deal damage. You can advance when all enemies are defeated. Like that. And then, like that. I want that one there. I want... Oh, there's more to it than that. That there. And that there. It's already an interesting concept. Absolutely, yeah. It's like, ultimately, you get to a point where all roguelites are the same. You need to evolve something. You need to iterate on something. So when they find the something, it can be rather interesting. This enemy is attacking. Protect the moon by playing cards with shield runes. Ah. Runes only affect enemies in the same region. To block this enemy, the tile with the shield rune must be within the glowing region the enemy is attacking. Okay. Alright. That's interesting as well. It's not really... I'm not seeing any other cards with shield runes on them, so I can kind of just put this wherever I want. But there might be the best option. Followed by... that. Remove non-hostile sigil from the board. Oh, hold on. Can I remove them? Or are they, once they're on, they're on? Is there a redo button? I do want to think so. Oh, it removes the entire thing. Yeah, okay. I guess that's your redo button. You don't want to be Celestial Scorpion? What's wrong with Scorpio? There's nothing wrong with Scorpio. I'll put that one there. I don't think that does anything though. It would probably protect us if there was a region here. When your draw pile runs out of cards, your discard pile is shuffled back into it. Yep. What are you doing now? The enemy is planning to buff itself. Okay. I think I also need like a new mic boom, because this one that I have, it's like every single touch and vibration you can hear. Your dear next is a Scorpio, then why do you want to be protected? So I could really do with a better mic boom, I think. Like I've seen people physically touch their mics, their mic booms on like YouTube videos, and you hear nothing. You hear them, you see them moving it, and you hear nothing. Whereas I just like tap it, and you can hear it. All right, so let's try and... How much room can I get in here? Oh, I don't need to protect anything, do I? Yeah. Because we want to do as much damage as we can. Like that. Protection is important no matter what the relations. Alright, Deal 7 total damage. Deal 7 damage to all enemies, and it persists for 2. Okay. I'm assuming that means that this rune will remain on the moon for that long. Temporarily gain access. Gain focus 5. This effect will be added to sigils that are played next to this one. They must share an edge. All damage dealt by this card is increased by 5. Okay. Okay. Add 3 copies of Gravel to your hand. They inherit the sigil focus, if any. They inherit this sigil. This sigil's focus, if any. Oh, okay. I think this one. Let's go with that one. Consider me already very interested. I don't think I've played Estrella on stream. I like it a lot. It's dice manipulation as a roguelike function. Similar theming of this one though. Let's go random. Oh, that's a nasty one. This card starts each combat in your hand. Not too bad. This one persists. Infuse a card in your hand with focus 3. That's a big shape. Deal 8 damage. Play infuse. Give a bonus effect to a card for the rest of the encounter. All of your cards that have exactly 4 tiles with focus 2. Yeah. No. And exhaust does what? Remove from your deck for the rest of the encounter. Okay. Charge a handful of gravel to throw exploding pebbles? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, what do we got? We're moving on. That's just our oops button. I'm assuming this is the region it's attacking. Doing 3 damage and planning to place a hostile sigil on my board. Ew. Don't do that. Have you considered not doing that? But now we get to play with shapes, and that's cool. I don't need to place the second that thing. So, but I probably need to play them all. I don't know what I retain. Let's just play this. This is likely going to be discarded. Most likely. Yeah, there it goes. Sigils with persist remain on the board for multiple turns. They often have effects that occur every turn. Okay. Sigils normally expire after 1 turn, so a sigil with 1 stack of persist will last a total of 2 turns. I love me some... I think anyone who's been around me long enough knows I love me some board games. And this is why I like a lot of these roguelites, because they're board games. So I want to get something to remove these if I can. They're just burdens, so they don't really do anything. So I want to place this somewhere that's not gonna... Can I do any real damage? The question here is now, can you add focus to a card that doesn't do damage? Does that give it damage or does it do nothing? This, however, is absolutely going somewhere here. Probably here is the best option, I'd say. Yeah. Because then we do that. Then we do this. And then that. So is that doing damage? No. But that should be doing 8 plus 5, I think, based on what I'm seeing. We'll see. I didn't see what it did. I didn't see any actual, like, response. Alright, let's place our focus 3 on this to see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. Cool. I needed to figure that out first. That needed to be done. Whoops. Shit. Well, that was... Wow, that was like the literally the worst position I could place it in. Whoops. Oh, that disappears. What? I don't know what the 55 means. Oh, that's our life. Yeah, that's definitely our life. Alright. Infuse, and anything with an attack like that. Now it deals 7. So maybe You're saying place the charge first? Probably. So let's give that a shot. Where am I going to place the charge? Anywhere, I guess. Well, alright, never mind. Never mind. 4 shield and temporarily gain 3 focus, not bad. Add 2 copies of Seek. Draw 2 cards and exhaust. Nice. And big attack. This, unless we can get more... Unless we can get more size on our moon, I don't know how useful that is. We need a lot of, like, small cards in order to play that. Let's do that. Doing 8 damage, we want you to do that. So this should do 8 shield 8 damage. It's looks like it has 2 shields. But I just want my shields to be facing that way. Why? Yeah. Why not? 8. Just as expected. Good. Now, there's nothing that really this is going to be used for. So how about we do some testing? I put that there and then put that here. Oh yeah, there you go. So it says no focus 5. Focus 3 and focus 5. Alright, cool. So yes, you were right, Lycans. Yes? Lycan said that? Yes. Place the charge down first. Blocking 11, buffing 1, and placing something bad down. Okay. The shorter you get, the more you're right. Oh, so that's where you put your legs. Okay, I get it. Now, we're not going to be able to really effectively block everything, but we can do this, that, and the other. But this is the way I play new games, is we test the limits, we see what things mean. Except with digital games like this, I don't have to read an entire book. I like that part. I like that I don't have to read an entire manual front to back to find the answer of my question is not listed. Sigils with ghosts have other sigils placed on top of them. Any covered tiles are removed from the board. Watch out, some hostile ghost sigils may have negative effects when you overlap them with one of your sigils. Well, that one... So that's going to do 14 damage. So theoretically... Let's try it with a bolt. So this does actually have to be on the board like this somehow. Let's try it like this. Theoretically, these three shapes should just disappear. Select a card in my hand to discard probably because of that. Down. Oh, I see. I see. So it doesn't remove my ones. We remove the... Right. Right. Okay, I get it. I was reading it that if you place one of your cards over the top of a ghost card, you remove your sigils, not the sigils of the ghost. That one. So now we've got a charge. You're doing 14 damage, which is not great, but can we get 26 out? Probably not. Just a hunch? Probably not. So I want to get 2 triangles out. And can I get 2 triangles while also intersecting with this? Yeah. Yes? Yes. This game is doing 2 things for me. Getting me to play a roguelite. 3 things. A roguelite, a board game, and I get to play with shapes. This may be made for me. I think this game is made for me. Ooh, discard from my... I don't have anything in my hand. There you go. Hi, Rikus. Thank you for the raid. Let me get you your shout out. Can I do your name properly today? I did. I did. There's Axie. Hi, Axie. Thank you also for the raid. How are you doing? How are both of you doing?
My fucking mission.
You're doing your fucking mission? Okay. That makes sense.
Oh my god, something is
You're playing together? Fantastic. I actually saw you all playing together. Were you playing with Dale as well? How is Repo doing? We're playing Moonsigil Atlas. It's a roguelite card game. Except, you see these sigils that are on my cards here? Oh, you don't see my mouse. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I removed my mouse because of Nier. We can actually bring my mouse back now. Capture cursor. There it is. So you see these sigils? They have to fit on this board. This board is our mana. And that is really cool. I only saw it in another Discord server today, and yeah. Yeah. So I will have to discard a card when I have overlapping sigils. Alright. You're going to do 14 damage, so I really need to get as much shielding out as possible. So let's start with that. And go there. I'm going to stick you here. No, I can only do one of these things, and I would much prefer to be able to attack and get as much of this, get rid of much of this as possible, so that one. You can't tell I hate it? Yeah, I hate it. Absolutely loathe this. What's this one? Eternal. Play, exhaust this card on the board. The first sigil you play each turn is immediately removed from the board. Is that... what does that mean? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what that means. Because does that mean space, or does that mean it doesn't work, which is effectively a discard mechanic? Both are very interesting. Always got to remove a card. Always. We'll find one. This game is fascinating, honestly. Let's remove a ward. I know that's not... because we got these 3 shields as well on top of this. So maybe removing the ward is a good idea. See how we do. You think it makes space? Yeah, I think... but does the shield and the effect still remain because it's not on the board? Forbidden card pack. Don't mind if I do. I'm very likely to buy this game on release. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to buy this game on release and I'm going to play the absolute shit out of it. Holy shit. Holy shit. That is fascinating. I love this. I actually love this. You've done well to come this far, frail one. Your name will not be forgotten. You don't even know my name. I will not forget your name, whoever you are. Scar Fracture, deal 6 damage and draw a card, draw 2 cards, or activate the play effect of a sigil in play. I want this one. 6 damage for 1 single space, and you draw a card on top. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, God. You can use blueprint sigils to plan out your turn before you place them. To place a blueprint sigil, right-click instead of left-click. Pick up a blueprint later with right-click and place it with the left-click, or dismiss all blueprints. Say, oh, really? Oh, that's cool. That's a very good idea. We can't do anything with this just yet, but I want to place this. You're doing no damage, you're going to do a buff, so you placing this here might be an idea. Then we can't really charge, so we kind of just have to bolt. Yeah. Alright, cool. So now we get to see what this does. The first sigil you play each turn is removed from the board. So yeah, okay. It gives me the armor and removes the entire sigil. That is really good. That is really good. I didn't need to do that because he's not attacking, but that is really good to know. Put it here. I can't really place anything else. It's fine. Do I have any special ones? No. Oh god. It's gonna do 20 damage. This enemy deals 1 additional damage per stack, lasts the entire encounter. Oh god. Use a card. Let's place this. Let's place this so it disappears, and now we get to do everything else. Hi Jake, welcome in. Alright, I'm gonna put that there. Not sure how much of a good idea that was, but we'll see. That there. That there. And just because I can. Watching from an ice bath on a workshoot. Wow. Well, now I feel special. I'm gonna have to win this for you, Jake. So what we want to do is we want to put that here. We will block 4 damage of the 30 coming to us. Oh no. Alright, so what I want to try and find is a space for this wherein I can place 3 triangles. Is that possible? There's a triangle space there. I see 2 triangles I can do this with. Doing it with 2 is still 2 damage better than doing it with 3 triangles, so there is that benefit. Wait, is it? Yeah. So each of those will be doing... Oh, you just do 7 damage straight, do you? You just haven't... Oh, right, because I gave you 3 focus. Cool. So I think I can only do this with 2. And this is one of the reasons why I like Artisan of Glimmer so much. Because I get to visualize shapes. And I find that really, really fun. So like I can put the blueprint there, grab this blueprint, put that blueprint there, put that blueprint there. What I don't know and what I'm not willing to risk right now is if I hit the end button, do they just immediately get placed? Or do they disappear? Pretty good hit. And now he's going to do 30 damage to us. He's going to do it again. So we need to do 30 damage. We need to do 16 damage out of what appears to be 6. Alright, well you get that for sure. I can get 8. I can, of the 30 damage coming our way, I can get 8, 12 out, leaving me with 18, still gonna kill me. So, what that means is I have to win. Must lurk but have fun. Thank you. Have a good... whatever you're doing. I don't want to place this first because I want it to remain. So I think my only real option is to place this and just hope for the best. Then we're going to place this here. Because I need at least a space for a triangle somewhere, just in case we draw that. But because Star Fractures doesn't take up any space, I can place it pretty much anywhere else. That looks like a good spot. We'll place Star Fracture here. And then we'll do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. Wow. So we got 4 damage to all enemies, or 10 damage to the enemy with the least remaining health. I like this idea better. Temporarily gain 2 focus as well. I like this one better, I think. Astral Gem recovered, a long lost jewel from the crown of creation, rippling with power. Do you ever ripple with power? I'm more of a vibrate sort of person. Add a shield rune to one of your cards. Don't mind if I do. Rays of light illuminate the sky, echoes of a power long past. You undulate? Oh my god, it's the guy from the ear. You can spend astral gems to increase the effectiveness of most upgrades and rewards. Astral gems are difficult to earn, so use them wisely. I don't even know where I got it. Probably the, probably just by beating the elite, right? Add a shield rune. I want the shield rune to go on this thing. Oh, no. Do I want it on clarity? Because that's eternal. That's effectively for shielding every turn for as long as it's in that area. Yes. Rune effects will only occur when the sigil is first placed, not every turn. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, they saw me coming. That's rude. They knew it. They knew I was coming for them. Can we see anything else? Oh, there we go. Void Ravager. Multiple attacks. When an enemy attacks multiple times, your shield applies to each attack individually. For instance, if an enemy attacks 3 times for 7 damage, you can fully block the attack with 7 shield. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is the devs know their card games. Oh, I didn't do Axie's shout-out. Sorry, Axie. There you go. I had it written. I just didn't hit enter. Is that forewarned? Axie, are you a fellow forewarned enjoyer? We are rare. We are rare, and I think forewarned is better than Phasmophobia. Even though, technically, Forewarned is not as good as Phasmophobia because Forewarned is abandonware. It has been abandoned, and the devs are moving on to something more interesting, apparently. Which is a shame. Alright, so you're doing... All I need is 4 shield, which means all I have to do is that. Oh, wait, no. No. I fucked up. Because that's its own region. Cancel. These are 2 separate regions, not one contiguous region. That's fine. We do that. Get rid of dissipate. Select an enemy to deal 4 damage to you. Because I don't like you. I'll put you there. And then I want you here. And then we can do a bolt. On you too. Just now that Phasma has removed the back-breaking character move, right? I logged into Phasmo recently, right? Because I like I like me Alan Wake, and I had to return for Alan Wake. And my question is, how did they make the animations worse? How did they do that? Because I want to know how they made it worse. Alright, so probably should have placed it here, maybe. Oh well, too late now for that. So I'm going to place that there so it's just out the way. Then we're going to place this here. That there. And that there. I don't like you. It's in beta, give them a break. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Phasmo's in early access. Yeah, never mind that it's released in full on console. Never mind that we now have an Alan Wake crossover. Never mind that it's been 7 years. It's in early access. Oh, my poor gaming group has to put up with that every time we play. Every time. Five damage, 10 damage to every enemy. 10 damage to every enemy? Don't mind if I do.
Give me early access to some peas and corn.
Except it didn't do 10 damage to every enemy? Did I miss something? Did it have to be in the zones? I've missed something. We'll have to figure that out. Oh, on turn start. So because that was the first card I played, it just disappeared and I've basically just wasted the card. Okay. That was me not reading it properly. We're in a little bit of trouble. We're in a lot of bit of trouble, actually. But that's okay. I think we have a way out of this. So you want to do 8 damage. I don't think we got a way out of this. We may not have a way out of this. Yeah, oh well. Alas. That was partly me not reading a card right. Absolutely. This also means we go back and do it again. And I'm more than happy to do that. So, Collector of Ancient Lore specializes in... seeks to uncover the mysteries of the destroyed Lunatri civilization. Draw cards and multiply damage. Stripped of her power, she now relies on relics to cast magic deemed profane by Lunatri. Fragile sigils, whatever fragile means, and rune forging. Like the enemies have different region sizes, you can change how hard or easy they are to block as part of balance. Yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of thought put into this, and it's by people who clearly know their card games. I will keep bringing you back until the Titans are no more. I also love these designs. Like, this is fantastic. Enemies in the next 2 combats are defeated for you. I think I want 6 health. Let me just quickly see. I want to do a couple things. Firstly, here is the link to the game. Secondly, when does it release? May 29, next week. Well, I think I know what I'm playing. That's gonna be really good. Yeah, that's really good. Alright, let's go. We want... You're just gonna buff yourself so we can do as much damage as we want. Means we go bop, bop. Nothing else to really do, so bop. Speed. What does speed do? When attacking, this enemy hits an additional time for each stack. Oh no. So I think we're going to put you like that. Then we'll do that. Followed by that. And that. Can we just kill him outright? Yes. Nice. Alright, so we have... Exhaust the card, can only play it once per game, per run, battle. Temporarily become entirely a shield rune. Every adjacent shield does that. Hi Gadget, welcome in. That's not a bad oh shit button, really. At the beginning of for 3 turns, deal 10 damage to the enemy with the least remaining health. Exposed does the enemy takes 1 more damage from the direct attacks per stack. Lasts for the entire encounter. I like this one. I like some power. What have we got? We've got card upgrade. We've got card pack and a regular combat leading to a sigil forging removal. Remove a tile from one of your cards. Add a shield rune to another card. Remove a card. I think we're going to follow this one. Because quite honestly, if you can add shields to other cards... Add shields, yeah. That's pretty damn good. Attack rune. We can do that there too. Is there a forbidden one? Yeah, because I'm probably going to want to go here for the forbidden card pack. So let's go up this way. Get bourbon noises? Yeah. Hi Sammy, welcome in. Alright, so... You're going to do 5 damage. We want to shield as much as possible, so... I think if I put this here, like that... Then we've got spaces for 2... Triangle there. Triangle there. And beforehand I can do that, giving these 2 extra power. Hi Nem, welcome in. So we go that first. That second. That. Doesn't really matter which takes the damage. Kind of. So I want to try and get... Can I get 2 runes in here? Not really. Should have seen that coming. There's no way I'm going to fit that there, so... I do want to play this. Because that's going to be 8 damage. Eight damage to you. Can't really... No real use for a ward anymore. So, Bob. You as well. And we just need to do 6 damage to you, which is really easy to do. Nice. At the start of turn, deal 7 damage to all enemies, so I could potentially have a place where I do 17 damage to one enemy at the beginning of every turn for 3 turns, which is pretty good. What is dismantle? Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. Yeah, we're making do. Or we've got an 8, which is pretty good for most things. Take that. That did me pretty well. Now we remove a sigil, which I think I want to take a sigil from one of my more complex cards, or larger ones. So maybe the Bard Buckler or the Starfall. Possibly Starfall. Alternatively, taking one from Glimpse of Dawn, making it a 3, would make it a lot easier to work around all those turns that it stays. So that's also a good idea. Let's do that. I want to remove that one. So now it's just 3 squares. Seems like it would be way more useful if you removed hostile sigils, as in just don't place sigils wrong. That too. Now we add another one. We're going to add a shield, which, because the shield only is applicable for 1 turn, and I've just noticed here, up here, these squares, looks like each card can only have 2 upgrades of any type. That's good to know. So how about we add... How about we add a shield to a bolt? Actually, damage is dealt when placed, so you can get rid of it with no consequence to make room. Yeah. I kind of like the idea of putting a shield on a bolt, because that's just extra shielding. And this would then take up space, potentially. Like, it's not a bad idea to put a shield on that, although it would only apply for 1 turn. I feel like putting... Actually, would dissipating a shield be a good idea? Would that keep a shield? That's a good question. Let's do that. I want it there. Big 4-0 already? I'm actually impressed in them that despite the hectic schedule over the last 20 days, or like 3 or 4 weeks, you've managed to keep that streak up, despite that I was streaming at any time. Well done. They straight up tell you it only applies for 1 turn. Yeah. That was one of the big questions that I was asking when I first saw it. And that's where I've gotten the tip off that these guys know what they're doing. They clearly know their card games. And that's fantastic. What is this? Apply 1 stack of strength to all enemies. Oh god. So we want to use our biggest cards possible for this to get as much off as possible. So let's do that. It's a little haphazard. Oh, that was not a good idea. But I get to test my theory now. Oh wait, that wasn't it. Never mind. Been fun at the last 40 streams. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh, this is persistent. Cool, that's not scary at all. That's not scary at all. Alright, well, since I've got free time, I want to place that. Then I want to dissipate it to see if I keep my shield, which I do. Fantastic. Do you get to call out misplays? Sure, if you want. So I can place that there. And I can place that there. Also eats the hostile space so you can sneak an extra shot. Yeah, exactly. So that's not too bad. Oh, cool. The effect's gone. But that's probably what's going to happen now as it casts the sigil again. Good to know. Now I just need to get all of these sigils in the area, which should be doable. Yeah. That's pretty doable. Can I make extra room? I don't think I can make room for Glimpse of Dawn. Is this like a game for people who like trigonometry? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. Let's do it like this instead. Place that there. Place that there. And can we fit this in? No. That like that. I don't think this does anything for me. It's just kind of a different layout to what I had first. It does give me my 12 that I need to protect myself, so that's less of a problem. But I really would like to sneak an attack in. I just don't think that's possible. Yeah, right. We'll play it like that. I think that's like the best way I can make that happen and just have to eat the loss. Yeah, that was the issue, Lycans, is protecting myself is probably more important than trying to do damage or get that extra 10 out. So, yeah. Now I need to... Oh, yeah, okay. This is what's going to happen. So I want to get all that out. We put Dissipate down. Put it there. Get rid of that. Now we have a nice little space where I can put that. I'm going to take damage no matter what. So the question is... do I risk doing no damage now, taking the 5 extra, and seeing what happens the next round? Hoping that I can get 13 out, which is unlikely. Or do I just commit to taking, like, 6 extra damage now? Because what do? I'd do this, wouldn't I? Yeah. So I would take 15 damage now minus 8. And definitely kill him next turn. I think that's the way. Not the greatest, but it's fine. Because now all I do is this. I think that was the right play. Cloak of Omens. Apply Force Shield to this rune's region on play. Transform this card into Staff of Omens, which does 5 times 4 damage. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Alright, we gotta go for ads. I pushed it back a bit because I was having fun. I'm gonna take this. We got 3 minutes. We need to do this to make sure we don't get pre-rolls and like invasive ads. So we take the opportunity to stand up, get a stretch, get a drink, get a snack, and then we come back and see what the rest of this run has in store for us. I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're back. I feel like that my ads timer was off. Because I did everything that I usually do, sat down, and I still had 2 minutes. That doesn't seem right. Did ads start late or something? Anyways, we got a choice. Do you want to do the elite combat, or do we want to do a regular combat and head to the forbidden card pack regardless? I'm going this way because I want this card. Let's maybe stick to the regular one for this time while I'm still figuring this out. Oh, these look cool. It's possible you honestly zoned out and lost track of time. So I want to see how this works. This will go into the discard anyway, so I kind of have to use it regardless. So I want to do that. And now it turns to the Staff of Omens and goes to the discard pile. Alright. Okay. That's really good. But oh no, I have used up a space. Whatever will I do? I don't need to use this space. What is Decay 5? All damage dealt by this card is reduced by X. Oh, you mean like all the damage dealt by those 2 cards, which don't deal damage? You mean that damage? Oh. I think that one, and that one. Now, in case it's not clear, and I haven't really expressed it. I don't think I've really actually expressed it. I like this game a lot. I like it a lot. This needs to go somewhere, possibly there. I really need to protect myself from the incoming 13 more than anything else. So can I get everything in that I want to? Yeah, that'll do. So I mean to tell you, I enjoy this game? Yeah. Ever played the board game Blockers? No. I don't think I've heard of Blockers. Is the punchline Blockers these nuts? Do you think I'd really enjoy it? I'll have to look into that. I like... This reminds me of... it's a window pane game. Ellie, if you're in the chat, you recently played it and you like it a lot as well. You make window panes. It's a real game, don't worry. Oh, what was his name? Either way, I like that one. The Architect of something or other. No, it's a board game. Not the Artisan of Glimmerth. Sagrada? I don't think it was Sagrada. Azul. Is it Azul? Yes, it was Azul. Reminds me of Azul. Alright, so you're not going to do any damage to me, which is good. So I can just put these two here and hurt you a lot. Then I think... Can I... Yep. I think I can kill you. Oh, almost. Never mind. Oh, what I should have done was dissipate that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it's gonna die next turn. Azul is peak. Azul is great. I like that a lot. Win. I skip it, I get an astral dust. And if you skip 3 times, you get an astral gem, which is a powerful thingo that you get. Exhaust a card. Exhaust a card in your hand. Exhaust this card to temporarily gain 6 focus. I want an astral dust. Now I want the forbidden card pack. You have done well to come this far, frail one. Your name will not be forgotten. Well done, you. Star Fracture was really good. This is a lot. Yes, it does 18 damage. This is a lot. Good joke. Thank you. I feel like I've never made that joke prior to that point. Use this card with a ghost. Can't you play things over it with a ghost? Yeah. So does that mean it becomes a ghost and I can play stuff on top of it, meaning I can do 18 damage plus everything else? Does that have to be said more than once? Yeah, it did. And I'm probably going to say it every single time I see this guy. Or did you misunderstand how it works? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Does it leave a ghost? Can I do that? So I think it's free to play. Yeah. Well, we got to figure it out. Sigil forging removal. Gee, I wonder what card I might want to remove a sigil from. How about this one? Although if it is actually a ghost card, that doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. What about the Cloak of Omens? What if I remove the top from the Cloak of Omens? This will lose all tile modifications when it transforms. So does that mean when it retransforms, it's going to have the whole thing again? I think that's what it means. Sigh punches a celestial being fucker card. Yeah, I would smooch them. What does this... Does it mean that it will keep its... when it turns into the Staff of Omens, it'll keep its shape. And when it comes back to the Cloak of Omens, it will keep the shape I give it, or it will revert to this default shape. Affects cloak but not staff form, maybe. That's what I'm hoping. I'm interpreting that once it returns back to Cloak of Omens, it will be the triangle shape. How about we find out? How about we find out? And this is one thing that I love about board games and card games that happens a lot in my group, is we will sit down and have these discussions, and they are always fun. All right, so what I need to do is, so the way this works for anyone who wasn't here earlier is with multiple attacks, you only need the amount of shield to beat the highest number. And if you beat the highest number, you beat all of them. Your shield remains for the entirety of the attack. I need three shield here, not 6. That's how this works. So really all I need to do here is place anything, which probably that one, because yeah, that's just gonna be how that one works. So I think I have to do it like that, followed by that, and then I get to play 2 triangles like that. This game has an interesting theme. It really does. Wonders of rules being vague in the manual and the edge cases needing to be worked out in the errata because the designers never thought about it. Oh yeah, yeah. So I've been playing Dead Cells, the board game. It's an up and down experience, but overall it's positive. And we got really stuck on something, right? So we eventually found the errata, and it turns out we've been playing my character incorrectly the entire game because we never looked at the errata. All it really did was make my life harder, not easier, so we kind of just shrugged it off. But yeah, the character I was playing was modded in the errata, and we never knew. Alright, so we need to get 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. Can we do that? No. Now we get to figure out what this does. So I want to place it... I want to place this one here and see what it does. Now, you're going to do 18 damage. So really, I can get rid of one of the worst offenders here. Probably get rid of you. Then I'm only dealing with 2 sets of that. Yeah, I see a way forward here. If I do this, I do this, and I do this. I'm getting a little bit of it. I'm getting 18 damage out of this one, which will go towards you. Protecting myself there, protecting myself there. And I get the cloak or the shield of omens, the staff of omens. You need to find people to play board games with. You're in WA, aren't you? I can put that there. Yeah. All right. This is assuming that this doesn't work the way we expect it to. So we place this here, and we kill that off. Now, theoretically, I should be able to place something on top of it. No. Okay. Maybe the ghost will activate once the turn finishes, because that's a theme with this game. The Cloak of Omens will turn into the Staff of Omens. There it is. It's in my discard pile right now. Alas, yes. Ah, it's a shame. Some sort of weapon of omens. Alright, cool. So we need to get either kill you for 10 or get 5 attack over here and 5 defense over here and 4 over here. Which... Can I do that? Is there a way to get 5 here without a problem? Can I delete this? Can I remove this as the sigil that I want to remove? Can do that if I want to. And ward will exclusively sit like that. So I could do that for ward. Can't really do anything with that. But that could go there. Oh, yes, of course. I know what I'm doing. Place the dissipate there, get rid of this ward here, place a second ward there, done. Think this can be side beyond sight? God, I hope so. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. At least I hope I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this. Well, we do 8 damage to you. Oh, actually, I know how this is gonna go down. Still partly the way I expect it to, but we're gonna get an extra attack in, is what's gonna happen. Not an extra attack, I guess. Just about the same way. So do I want to... Maybe instead of... Yeah, okay. I'm still going to do that and block that completely, because what I don't want to do is lose 2 damage by killing this guy. And we'll just place that there. Place that there. I should get that back. Yep. That's fine. Cool. So now I need to get 4 there and 5 there. How do? That's not happening. That's not happening at all. We only have 2 wards, so I'm going to take a damage. Refs didn't hit. Afraid not, man. I'm sorry. It's rare, but it does happen. I can do that. I don't like it, but I can do it. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to left click that. Oh well. But I just learned I can do this. I don't need to place the cards back down myself. It will just do it for me. Let's maybe instead get rid of one of these before they become a problem. Thundercats. Oh, okay. I've actually never seen Thundercats. Ever. So Staff of Omens, this is where we figure out how well or poorly I've done with this idea. Want that there. Staff of Omens there. You. Nice. So what happens when we go back to the discard? Oh, damn. Okay, it was how I was interpreting it. This is now the shape of it. So the question is, will the original the card that I made be how it starts out? Or did I just waste my upgrade? Both possible. Shit. Hi, Broden. I heard you have a game, Broden. I learned about this today.
Yeah, kill!
Ah, shit. Yeah, they have a game. And I'm gonna have to find it at some point. I hydrate. Now, what does infuse this card with a ghost mean? Because it didn't do the thing it told me it was gonna do. Play. Alright, well, too bad for that. Is that focus strike? Deal 7 damage. If the sigil has focus, deal additional 7 damage. Not bad. Discard to draw 1. Draw 2, so if net 1. Yeah. I'm gonna skip it. It's not a free hit on its first play, now it's a free hit. Oh, okay. Now, always heal. Except when you don't heal. And boss time. Oh hey, 185 health. Nice. Also, again, these designs are amazing. That's really cool. That's really cool. So you're gonna... The enemy is planning to do something to the moon. Moon. Run. All I really need to do is make sure I get that out, and that out. Yeah. Hang on, this Titan is calling you. You can do a lot with just highlights, right? Oh, God. Apply 3 stacks of strength to the boss? Apply 1 stack of strength to the boss. When this moon dies, deal 30 damage to the boss, and when this moon dies, deal 20. So if we kill these, we get 50 damage to the boss. You're gonna do 15 damage, so I really need to get something over here at least. Maybe that there. Maybe that there. This is gonna come in a lot of this is gonna come in a lot of handy. Yeah. This is gonna come in a lot of use. It's just gonna do a straight 10 damage to the most damaged thing, which is either gonna be the Titan having the most is it least health? No, least remaining health. So it'll go after the Moon of Ire. A lot of handy, yeah. How many handy? A lot of handy. Alright, so I can get 8 out of here, then dissipate it for 12, then get 16, so I can prevent that. That'll do. I'll just like place that there, and then that'll go on top of it. And then we can bolt something, which probably the Moon of Ire, or I don't know, the Moon of Wrath, really. Apply 3 stacks of strength to the boss at turn start. Like, ugh, God. Right, let's do that. So I want to play this first. Then we place this here. And remove that. Then we place this down again. For 16 defense, place that there, and then bop you Wrath. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're planning to place 6 things on my board on top of this. Take 12 damage if this sigil has not been covered up. Oh. Okay. So I can start with this, I think. Then if I do that like that, I can then do that. That prevents all the damage coming to me. And I think that might be the best way to do that. I don't know. I actually don't know who's the best one to attack, but I feel like if these guys are going to start powering up the boss, probably these two. I am losing, like, what, 90 damage to get rid of these over this, but you will do more damage on me, which is where I'm most concerned. Is that everything? Yep. Takes 4 damage if the shield has not been covered up. Okay. I don't think these guys are going to do damage, though, from the looks of it. So there is that to keep in mind. You're going to do 15 damage on me. Okay. So let's deal with that. Which is going to be done the same way as I did last time, which is to play that, and get rid of that. Then we need to cover everything up, so we can do that like that. So I'm going to take 4 damage out of this, I think. I don't know if I can cover everything up that I need to. Oh, shit. Nope. Thank God. A Glimpse of Dawn, I think, has to go here. Or possibly there. Dissipate probably has to go here. I don't think that I can cover everything that I need to. So I'm going to take some damage, but about as taking as much out as I can, I think. I don't see how I can make this better. Alright. We commit. Dissipate itself and bolt. I keep forgetting to try dissipating itself. Now this is a good timing. So none of you are doing anything, which is good. I definitely want to keep you there to do 10 extra damage somewhere. So this is a ghost now, which means I can place this pretty much anywhere I want. You're doing do 18, so that's the best way to do that. That's the least amount of damage I can lose. You can now play your sigils on these moon's tiles. A moon's heart has been added to your hand. Oh, that's cool. So I can just do that. That's really neat. I like that. And then you should get next, right? Yep, there you go. You're gonna do 26 damage on me. I don't like that. I like how this shape is made for this. This is my hole. It was made for me. Well, why not? Oh, that's why not, because the shield is not going to go there. Fuck. Well, too late now. Ah, still makes a bad mistake. Still makes a really bad mistake. Because it wasn't in the region. Still didn't put it in the region. Well, might as well remove that. Should have put this in a square hole. Alright, where can we... I should have dissipated this too. Oh, that's a shame. This should have been my dissipation choice. Just be back in a sec. Muted. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, that's problematic. Let's do a Moon's Heart here. I've kind of put myself in a problem. I'll put you there. And I'll put you there. And I think I have to use this because that's 10 damage. No, 20 damage. What in the triamonos is this? Hi, Rive. Welcome in. This is really interesting. One of the more interesting roguelites I've played. 22 damage. Okay. Do I have a delete button? No. So, I can do that. Like that. I don't like it. That's worse. Oh, I can do that. So we can do that, but I think I'd prefer that over here. You have an idea for a timed roguelite? Yeah? And I guess I can put a bolt there. It's not the most amazing thing. I'll take 10 damage, but better than nothing. Oh, I can put a bolt there too. Alright, so I've got an extra turn to do 32 damage. I'm going to do 18. 18, 22. There's a chat at 22, 30. Okay. I think we've won. I think I've won this. He's not going to attack me there, so that's good. I'm going to have to get incredibly unlucky and draw no attacks in order to lose this. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, he doesn't even make it to the turn. Nice. Hi, Zen. Welcome in. This game is really cool. Alright. Replimancy. Add a copy of duplicate to your hand. Overlapping sigils temporarily gain 1 resonate. And resonate. This sigil's play and ashcast effects happen an additional amount of times. I have no idea what that means. 30 damage. Yeah. I don't really know what that means. This will apply to that ghost card, the infusion card that I have, but only that one card. So you'd somehow need to get duplicate and that one card, which is really situational. Not the best. Hey, look, start turn, deal 30 damage. On turn start, you just deal 30 damage. Play infuse all your cards with focus 5. That's not bad. Gives them all 5 extra attack for as long as this is remaining. But I don't think I can turn up 30 damage just immediately. I think I want that one. Oh, cool. All boats gain multi-strike 2. So they'll all do 8 damage. At the start of each combat, apply 8 shield to each enemy region. I do like that. Or on pickup, acquire 2 other artifacts at random. I do like more. Normally I'd be eyeing this off, because 8 shield at the beginning of a combat can be really good, especially if it's every region. But also that's 2 other... That's 2 other talisman. 30 straight up is hard to pass? Absolutely. I think I want this one. I want to take my chance. What do I get? Oh, hey, look. I got the exact one I was looking for. Nice. And the other one, each combat reward will now have 1 additional card options. Also good. You've slain the first astral titans. No small feat, but the remaining 2 are even more formidable. Slay the others, free me, and I'll return the universe to peace and righteousness at last. Rejoice, frail one, for few have made it to the molten crag. May you dream of fire and warm things. Okay, bye. Never punished. Alright, what do you want? We get an extra card, remove a sigil, or gain a shield on a sigil. Ooh. I like all 3 options. I could remove a sigil out of this one. So it'd be the same shape as the wards. You'd rather dream of an ice cream here? Yeah, same. So I could make the ward shape permanently. Which, yeah. I could also... I don't want to play that, do anything else with that again, because I think that's been a bit of a waste, unfortunately. I could make that a 2 if I wanted to. Could make that a 2. Or affect any of these to make it a 2. I could get an extra card, which might come in handy. Or I can turn any rune I have into a shield rune. Which would also be rather useful. Probably Glimpse of Dawn. Just an extra small card with a shield. What's that? Upgrade slots. Increase the number of times a card can be upgraded. Card removal. Oh, if I go this way, I can remove a tile anyway. So what if I go shield rune and then removal? That could work. Let's do that. So I want to add a shield rune to, I think, Glimpse of Dawn. Yes, it's persistent, but it is an extra shield in my deck. And it's also a 3-shape card, which is probably pretty good. There. Yeah. The rune effects will only occur when the sigil is first placed on every turn. Yep, that's expected. Is upgrades like STS or like stickers? Like STS. So we have 2 upgrade slots for each card. We can either remove a sigil, so just one of these shapes, or we can add to one of these shapes. I haven't seen STS. I haven't seen like straight up ability changes or damage changes yet. So probably closer to stickers. But yeah, not like in STS, normally I go for increasing the damage or the shielding a base card does. I'm not seeing them in here aside from these adding a shield. So kind of unique, I guess. Flamewing Scorcher. It's just nice. And I'm dreading looking into the forums to find out that AI was used. I'm dreading it. Oh, I hope not. So might as well start with this. Can just put that in the middle if I want to, or I'll take 2 damage if I place a card there. But I also need to oh no, I don't need to protect myself at all because I get 8 shield regardless. So how about we do that? Just place that straight up there. We'll place that there. And that's going to do 10 damage. That's going to do 30. It's going to take 40 damage at the beginning of the next thing. Of the next turn. His cape did look a little sus, but there's so much shade as you can't tell. Yeah. There's no AI generation disclosure on the Steam page, which doesn't really tell the whole story these days. Sometimes you just gotta trust, yeah. At the very least, I can tell that the devs know their card games, because this is pretty deep and pretty good. So there is that. Do I just let this play? I think I just let this play. I don't think I play a card. Now, I don't want to take that damage. Can I play a card without taking the damage? I can place that there. Oops. Place that there, place that there. But that kind of prevents me from playing this good card. Maybe I suck up 2 damage. Because I can place that. I'd have to suck up 8 damage if I play this card at all. That's a problem. Cloak of Omens could fit? Oh, it could, couldn't it? I place the Cloak of Omens there. And place that there. Yes, I'm taking 2 damage, but I'm also setting up. Or, yeah, setting up to destroy him. That's probably the way. To get good coding from AI, you need to know how to code, so as long as the devs know what they're doing, AI or not, it should be good. I haven't seen actual problems with the game, so there is that. You haven't finished placing your sigils. Alright. I contend that I am content. I am content now. I'm going to place that there. Place this one here. It's going to die next turn, so as long as I don't take damage, it's fine. People thinking the Puppet Warp affects Spine 2D is AI now. Are they? Yeah, again, sorry for the digression there, but I've played so many games where I've enjoyed it, only to find it's AI, and it's just fucking does my head in. Have I played Heaven's Vault? No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen that one. Move a card from your discard pile to your hand. Oh. Okay. Okay. New Forza has an AI assistant now. It's meant to remember things the player does. That's something they've always done. The AI Drivatar, I think they call it. That's been in Forza for as long as I've played the games. It's a language game. Okay, I have to look at that. The drivatar has existed. I've played Forza, every iteration of Forza from Forza Motorsport 4, and the drivatar has always been a part of its thing, so that's fine. Hydrate can do. And supposedly the way that works is it remembers what you do, it uploads it to a server, so when you race against people, which are just names and save files, apparently it runs like they would normally run. It's a different one in this one. It's meant to use an actual AI now. Okay. Alright, so I want to remove a tile. I think I want to remove one from recall. Make that a one tile thing. And then move a card from my discard pile to my hand. I think that's going to work out. Lava Shell Stalwart. Is that armor? This enemy can't take damage. If it would, it instead loses 1 stack of impervious. So I got to do 12 damage and then do 5. Okay. Alright, that could be done. So we can start with 8. And because it's the first round of combat, I don't need to worry about placing them in the region. So we're going to place that one there. We're going to place that one there. Then how about we recall this back to my hand and place that again. Oh, okay, so it's every attack it does, not the damage the attack does. Okay, that's fine. So I do 12 attacks and then 5 damage. That's okay. Let's Cloak of Omens that. And then... probably that again, right? It gives us 1, 2 triangles. Cool. Hey Trashy, welcome in. Something like AI creation and implementation could be super neat, but it's getting used to replace creativity and human ingenuity, and that's stinky. Yeah, exactly. The thing is Gen AI is the problem. AI has almost always existed. Right? And that's where part of the issue comes from, in that, oh, there's AI. The next question should be, well, which type? Is it generation, the bad type, or is it AI, the type that's always been in gaming? Right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Right, that goes in there. Then I get rid of it like that. So now I've got all this space. So now I'm gonna add that there to do 1 extra attack. Do that. It's not really going to save me too much. That's a lot of damage, but whatever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall. Oh, there was... fuck, there was no... there were no other cards in my discard pile. Oh, damn it. I should have realized. That's okay. I'm going to put this one here, get rid of that. And then we'll put it here again. There's no real way I can add 2, unfortunately. This as far as I can see. Just the one. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna hurt. Like a lot. Alright, so we need to do 2 attacks and 5 damage, which plays like this. Seems like an interesting card system. It's really good, Trashy. This is fantastic. We're getting a lot out of the demo too. I had 2 demos planned today, and I think I'm just going to end up playing this the whole time. Alright, we have more ads coming. So we do this to make sure we don't get pre-rolls, we don't get the invasive ads. But we take the opportunity to stand up, get a drink, stretch, get a snack, and then we come back. And we keep playing this. I expected to be able to only do 1 run, 1 world, but no, we're on level 2 now. That's pretty cool. I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're back. I did a little bit of research. So, this game was initially a Ludum Dare game. Back in, I think, 2023. It was released on Steam, looks like 2023, as a game called Fallowtide. Its initial release was planned to be an extension of this game. So Moonsigil Atlas is an extension of Fallowtide. Initially planned to release in 2025. It releases at the end of this month. That narrative to me also says AI wasn't used. Because, like, as far as I'd think, if you were gonna use AI to make a game, you weren't gonna A, take 3 years to make it, and B, delay the release. I think we're good. Alrighty, let's move on. So for every adjacent sigil with this, deal 3 damage to all enemies. That's not bad. Yep. It was a hook turn too. No one was happy. Alright, so on play, infuse a card with... This is a large one, but it's actually pretty decent. You apply full shield, draw 3 cards, and do that. I feel like this is a decent option. And again, sorry to hark on the AI thing. I just get really nervous that I am platforming that shit. Because the amount of times it's happened. Ugh. So what happens here? Spread the sigil. Oh no. What happens when I spread the sigil? Alright, well I think I want to do this first. Because I'll draw 3 cards. Then I can... Actually, are you giving me shields? Yeah, you are. So you'll give me 4 shields up to there. I can Cloak of Omens. That. I don't really know what spread the shield, what spread the sigil means, and that kind of makes me nervous, but also, what do you do? I can do that. That's not too bad. But I also want to play this card, Fading Vengeance. So what if I put that here and place Fading Vengeance there? Then we can see what comes up after that, I think. So the first thing I think is going to be this. Play this card. And we're going to draw 3 now. And infuse something Ah, damn, I should have played an attack thing first. Oh no, that one. We're going to infuse this with focus 2. That's going to do 22 damage when it drops. Nice. Did we... Oh, we got recall as well. I don't really do much with recall at this point. It's a shame. Alright, let's stick to the plan. Yeah, if I recall, I'm kind of just pulling a lot of nothing, so... Oh well. Ideally, I would have drawn the card that lets me delete things, but whatever. Overlapping sigils spread this sigil. What does it mean? And it scares me. Wonder if an attack comes... Oh no, I see what it does. That's what that means, and that's why I couldn't play the cards I was expecting to play. It increases the sigil size. They're going to be everywhere in a few years. They're going to be plenty of good ones crafted by people with AI assistance, but there are so many more that people have just told AI what to do and call it a game. Here and there you may get good ones, but mostly they will be short ripoffs and buggy as fuck. I'm one of the people who stand on all AI generated shit is shit, and it's not something I'm gonna move away from. If it turns out that the only games I can play are games prior to 2018, I'll do that. I'll start playing retro games for the rest of my life. That's fine by me. That there. Yeah, that makes... I see what that's doing. Put that there. Can't increase the size if it... Oh, maybe... Oh, right. So it's going to increase the size regardless, which means I won't be able to play that. Okay. I'm not doing any damage is the problem. Don't play any new AAA games. They all have AI assistants now. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's kind of the plan. I'm already dodging so many of them. Like Crimson Desert, all that bullshit. AI has no style. It has no grace. That's the streamer privilege. Is I get to beat you to it. So I can do that. That'll give me 8. But I still can't attack is the problem. Like, best I can do is that. Which is not amazing. I'm still going to take damage, and I'm not sure I really want to. Alright, what if I put that there? Doesn't do anything for me, but it does let me play all these cards. I don't think there's a solution here. So I can do that kind of, but again, end up in the same place where I'm doing no damage. I think that's the way I just have to do it. We'll move on. I'm not taking damage, so it's not a full loss. Just annoying. I realize I'm staring at this thing for a while. Glimpse of Dawn. Oh, because that's persistent. Damn. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's a silly thing to do. But I'll do that. That's fine. Can I play this? Yep. And can I play this? Yep. Alright, so seems like the answer here is to try and play cards around it so it doesn't get bigger. That's good to know. So I might have been able to figure out an answer if I'd realized that earlier. Well, that's got to go here. I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to get 16 out of this in any way, shape, or form. Oh, that's nasty. That's awful. I can play that there. That will let me play that there, but that's it. That's all I'm getting. So did I just quote the DK song? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'll be fair. I was trained to do it because of Lanky, whom I haven't seen in a hot minute, and I hope he's all right. I'll place that there. That's not going to give me a shield, but it does mean that I get a little bit of damage prepared. But that's going to take more space, which, ew. So here's the big problem, is I'm not going to be able to, unless I get recall, I'm not going to be able to use any space if I increase the size too much. There is the distinct potential that I could completely fuck this and take the full brunt of the damage next turn. And I don't think I'm willing to try to risk that. So I'm going to do this. We are going to take 4 damage. But it's going to let me actually play a card. I didn't. Oh, I did get recall. Okay. So at which point, maybe we can win this. I'll play recall here. And dissipate. Let's do condemn there. It's not the best play in the world. But if I do that, that's awful. And this needs to persist for a turn, so it needs to kind of sit there. I mean, I could remove that and have it sitting there. What's that going to look like? Nothing we can work out. Because there's no sigil there. Let's maybe give that a shot. Place it there like that. Now, if I play that, that's going to be a real big problem. Yeah, that's gross. That's less gross. I think I'll play that, because I can infuse a card in my hand, draw 3, maybe... Nah. Because I've got to draw this next, and I want to keep that. Alright, let's just keep to what I have here. It's not a great turn, but it's a turn. Oh, I'll play that too. Because then we'll get the Staff of Omens. Hydrate? Can do. You miss Lanky too? You always have to see him around nowadays. Has he come back, or is he still just kind of life stuff? Now, because this could be a ghost, I'm assuming everything about it's going to be a ghost. Or we're just going to win. I like the part where we just win. Now, I could get myself an Astral Dust if I just skip this entirely. Oh. I like that. Veni Vidi Vici. You play this card twice. It gets smaller each time you play it. And then at the end of it, you deal 50 damage to all enemies. Oh, that's kind of nice, though. It's got some build-up to it, but it's kind of nice. Twin Flare isn't bad. 8 damage, draw a card. Play 10... Miri's Prophecy. Play 10, deal 10 damage. Increase by 2 for each extra card drawn this turn. Which combines quite well with See Beyond. You have it. Or I can just skip to get an Astral Gem. But 10 triangles to do nothing is kind of rough. It is a little bit, yeah. That's a lot of space. Let's... I think Miri's Prophecy. Let's grab Miri's Prophecy. If I can combine that with See Beyond, that'd be great. Add a shield rune or get a card pack. I think a shield rune. I love me my shield runes. I love to shield. And I think Recall as a shield rune sounds like a really good idea. You can just place it anywhere and it's a shield. Come back. Hatred. Apply 1 stack of strength to all enemies. Oh, cool. And that's just me placing a card anywhere. Not amazing. Alright, well, how about we use this time to work out... Aha! That answers my question. You can't apply this to itself. I think I'm going to apply it to you. And we'll do that too. I see the option to get rid of someone doing damage, and I feel like that might be the go. All shield runes protect 1 against 1 less damage. Ooh. Yuck. Oh hey, I get to do the thing. I can place that there. I draw 3 cards. I place Miri's Prophecy here. Which should make it 16 damage. But I can't place Fading Vengeance, which is excellent. I really want to play Fading Vengeance though. Being able to play that and then play any card on top of it is amazing. But I don't think there's a way to make that work. I don't think you can make that work at all. It's one or the other. Fading Vengeance does do 18 damage though, so that might just be the better choice all around. We play that. We play that. And that's it. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. Focus 2 on Fading Vengeance. That works doubly good. You're going to do 22 damage. And you're going to do 22 damage to you. Enter. I should have looked at what cards I drew. Shit. Never mind. I blanked out a bit. I think it was a Dissipate, wasn't it? That's even worse. But we can do this. We've got a recall. So, let's recall. I think we recall Barbed Buckler. I need a lot of shielding right now. I'm getting tired. Can you tell by the amount of mistakes that I'm making? That was a bad play. That was a really bad play. Oh well. So, I think with this one, I need to shield as much as I can. Which is Barbed Buckler again. Let's put... I think dealing 8 damage to you is the better option. That was also a silly play. Still's getting tired. Still's making mistakes. And they're bad. So we're going to take 8 damage because of that mistake. Let's just get rid of that one so I don't have to think about it. Alright. Now I get to play this, except I don't because... Oh no, there we go. Yeah, cool. 10 on you. Put you there. And you're going to take 30 damage at the beginning of this turn and probably die, right? There goes. Yeah. Needs a brain recharge? Certainly do. This time I'm going to get the Astral Dust because that gives me the Astral Gem used to forge powerful upgrades. I think that's the way. Hi Evie. Come in. Thank you for the raid. How was the rest of Horizon 6? It's Evie's birthday, chat. Did you know it's Evie's birthday? You got stuff working? Did you? It didn't crash. Oh yeah, that was nasty at the beginning. I'm glad you fixed that though. You're just in time for a boss. We swapped the wheel and that happened. I hope you've had a good birthday. Oh, Moon. We're gonna rotate you. That's cool. So what is this guy going to do? He's going to cast something, buff himself, and do 20 damage. I don't know what rotating the moon does. So, for those rating in, I'm Sil. I'm a variety streamer, and currently, we're playing one of the more interesting roguelike card games I've seen. Its main thing is that instead of having mana... Thanks, Moon.
Get rotated, Moon. Now give me peas and corn.
See, even Tibbles says it. Even Tibbles has my back.
Yeah, kill!
Instead of having mana, we have shapes. We fill this board up with our shapes, and that's our mana. And that is really cool. So I need to get 8. I need to get a lot more than 8. Yeah, I need to get 12 in there somehow. He gets all the peas and corn. He really does. So I can apply force shield if I do that. If I do it like that, I can get 16 and take 4 damage. That's as good as I'm gonna get, eh? So if I work on that assumption and I play that, we can see what cards we draw here. What's my favorite type of pizza and what are my toppings? Oh, it's meat lovers. Like, just straight up, it's meat lovers. And from what I understand, you guys don't do meat lovers that much. See beyond. We need a card to get focus 2, which might as well be condemned, because then it'll do 32 damage. Still after your own heart? Yeah. You would like meat lovers? Yeah, let's focus to that. So that'll do 32 damage. And I think I can put it there. So now what we're also going to do, because Moon told me not to, is we're going to rotate the moon. And oh my god, it's removed everything. Oh my god, it's just removed everything. Hey chat, it's just removed everything. This card returns to your hand when discarded and can be played X times per turn. Hey, what happened to what I was doing? Oh wait, no, I didn't play those cards. That was my blueprints. Never mind. Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly fine because this was planned. Except it wasn't because I've screwed up my blueprints. Oh, I just screwed it up even more. Oh, this is bad. I'm fucking it up. This is really bad. Oh no. Can I make this better? Get rotated, Moon. That is effectively now the best I can do. Alright, fine. We'll play it like that. It still ends up doing what I expected it to do, so sure, whatever. That's hilarious. Moon just got rotated a lot. Ooh, okay. So now I can recall a card, which probably condemned, right? But also if we rotate the moon again. Can I play these two cards together? Yes. Maybe. Yes. I'll only take 2 damage. Oh, you rotated me and fucked up. So I can do that. That'll also generate 8 damage, which isn't too bad. Oh, but I can also remove a non-hostile thing from the board, which means if I do this, like that, right, then I play this, get rid of that, then I play recall, and I fit, yes, then I play recall, I condemn again, and place that there. I'm going to do another 30 damage. I think I'm going to lose this, like, pretty significantly at this point, but we can pretend I know what I'm doing. But no, this game's amazing. Alright, so let's just go Cloak of Omens there. What's going to happen when I put you there? You're just going to do less damage. That's fine. That's perfectly fine, actually. Do I have a better way to orientate you? No. Oh my god. Hey Moon, you okay? Oh, I can't play Staff of Omens like at all now. Alright, let's place that there, because that's gonna do 64 damage. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? But we're gonna be able to do this then. We go bop. We go bop. Can I? No, I can't delete itself. Okay, cool. And then we do it again. Still taking damage. I'm not blocking all the damage because the amount of space I have to block all the damage is so small. What if I place that there and then recall? No, I have a better option. I recall first, right? And I fuck it up because I wasn't paying attention. No. I recall, I place that there. I dissipate. I rotate the moon. I dissipate, delete that, and place that there. At which point I can infuse something. We do that. Put that there. Shift the moon again. And it does nothing. I should have done it the other way around. Whoops. Oh well. We learning. So, there is no... What I need to understand is there is no retroactive application. There are some games that I've played, which I prefer, that if you've played a card at all, it can retroactively apply its abilities to cards you play after that. This is not one of those games. This is not one of them. I play a lot of these games. I'm a fucking nerd. I think that's a lot of damage. I think I do it like this. Not a great play, like, at all. But whatever. This is not the winning play, is what I'm coming to terms with. Alright. So we have Dissipate, which is good. So I'm going to play that there. I'm going to dissipate it. I'm going to Staff of Omens. Followed by Condemn. And then we're just going to rotate the moon a couple times. Why? Because if you have the option to rotate the moon, you rotate the moon. Please stop attacking me. I beg you. Yeah, that's fine. This is a dead play. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna do something with the moon, aren't you? You're gonna blow it up. So I have a chance to do some damage. Free damage, effectively. And then we rotate the moon. Watch as he has an attack that deals damage based on the amount of times you've rotated the moon. Yes, moon? Checklist memes? Oh my god. Well, they're not wrong. Good one. Very good. The time, 5:30. Yeah, get rotated, nerd.
Get rotated, nerd. Less than 3.
Less than 3? Alright, can I survive this? The assumption here is a big fat no. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Oh, good. It's a fun run. Fun run with a fun game. Let's see, what else can we do? Draw a card, Atchison Seals temporarily gain full focus. Nice. Draw 2 cards, infuse each card in your hand with 2 focus. That's pretty decent, especially if you can lower the amount of sigils it takes. And Flurry, just straight up deal 12 damage. That's cool. This is really good. This is very good. I still have time before I want to raid out. So I think we do one more run. What do you reckon? Yeah, I think we do one more run. The fact that you get this much out of a demo is incredible, honestly. I'm doing another check. I'm doing another AI check, and I'm not really seeing issues here. Is anyone else spotting something that I'm not? Because it looks like it's fine. Just the 2 characters of the demo? Looks like it, yeah. Looks fine to you? Yeah, I'm not seeing issue with, like, the telltale problems. These are some good fingies. Yeah, I think it's good. I might get in touch with the dev too. I'm gonna play the woman. Profane one. Oh, straight out with the misogyny. I restore you to right the ancient wrongs caused by your twisted works. Defeat the Titans and I will forgive you in the Shard Keeper's stead. Yeah, most of us are ice mages in chat. I forget how we came to that conclusion, but it's true. A woman. I'm glad we threaten this god as much as we do just by simply being a woman. Alright. Spread this on play, spread this sigil. On spread, deal 7 damage to all enemies. Let's find out what that means. That was a bad play. Still is tired. Still forgot they were tired. Nim was asking if they prefer to be an ice mage or fire mage, but can't remember why you asked it. Yeah, something like that. Life shield to this runes region on play. Move a card from your exhaust pile to your hand. Okay. So we play this again. Okay, so this is the sort of card you want to play last. You want to make sure that you're not playing it early because it will spread and take up space, but if you play it last, it won't take any extra space. Out of the many options, Time Wizard.
In this chat we support women's rights, however we also support women's wrongs. Sometimes they like to be evil.
It's true. It is true. What is this, Gay Wolf Magic School? I think it was Gay Wolf Magic School. Gay Wolf Magic School was Mind Over Magic. And it's Oxygen not included, but as a magic school. But you could make all of your characters wolves. And I decided they were gay. Also, I didn't read what Fragile does. Whoops. I'm assuming it means that they're going to shatter. Mind Over Magic was also one of the times where I bailed because I got that aggro over the game. I spent like, what was it? I think you were there, Moon. I spent like two hours making a room only for it to not be useful. Fragile is removed if you fill the whole moon. Okay. That's where the spread is useful. Right, okay. Why would you choose anything other than wolves, especially gales? Exactly. Mind over magic. Or is it Might Over Magic? I think it's Mind Over Magic. I'll check. Yes, Mind. It was so painful realizing the room was useless. Yeah. And it's also one of those games where a fire will lead into a fire, will lead into a fire, will lead into a fire. And and then by the time you've fought every fire that comes up, you have lost everything and you're back to square one. That was one of the main reasons that I quit, because yeah, it was just firefighting simulator, but you had ended up with nothing. I did have to just simply quit the game because one of my characters got a bad option. I believe I restarted the entire school because one of my characters got sad and then started turning everything and then started breaking everything, and there was no way to fix it. But if you like Oxygen Not Included and you do like the magic stuff, then yeah, just be aware it can be really frustrating. Hi Arctic, welcome in. I will hydrate. That's not to say I didn't have fun. I enjoyed what I played, and I played a good 4 streams of it and mostly had fun with it. But once you hit that sort of mid-game, it's rough. It gets pretty rough. 12 shields. That's not bad. Draw a card for each rune on this sigil. Ooh, so we can put a shield on that and we can draw a card when it does its thing. Board filled. Deal 7 damage times 2 to the enemy with the most remaining health. And this card stays in your hand at the end of turn instead of being discarded. So you kind of want to play it when you know you're going to fill the moon. Okay. Alright, so this is going to take a lot more thinking. The students getting depressed for no reason. Yeah, something like that. I'm figuring out between these two. I kind of want to try this one. I want to engage with what this character is. Upgrade. Focus. All damage dealt by this card is increased by X. Yeah. You can then remove a card or remove a sigil. What's this? Permanently gives Rune Storm to one of your cards. This sigil's runes effects are applied to all enemies regardless of position.
Fill Moon with what? Does Moon like peas and corn? I suggest that.
Do you like peas and corn, Moon? Let's go fragile. Deal 4 damage to enemies in this region. Spread a sigil on your board, then activate its rune effect and board field effects. Yes, please. You know, we don't know, Moon. That's why we're asking. We want to know. Do you like peas and corn? Peas and corn are good. Broccoli's your favorite, though. Ooh, that's a good choice. So ideally we want to fill the board, and using this game's blueprint mechanic, we can test it. Not possible. But we're going to do this anyway. Alright, so this is going to spread a sigil on your board, then activate its rune effects. So something like this would probably be an idea. Do you like that? Followed by that. Then we place that, I think. And that. Where's the one that's spread? Oh, that's you. So ideally we want to kind of make sure every gap is closed. Which is very difficult. There's no guarantee that we'll spread to all 4 of those. But if I do that, there is the chance we'll spread to all of that. I can't preempt this spread, unfortunately, so I think we'll just have to do it like that. Aww. Aww. That's rough. Unplay spread this sigil, so that'll just spread like that. What haven't I played? You. That's not going to play at all, is it? No. If I do that, it's not going to do it. That won't do it. So I think what you need is you need cards that will do the spread effect when you play it. And maybe trying to fill the board now is not really going to be particularly helpful. But it does seem like the spread effects are set. So regardless of how the shape is surrounded, it will try to apply that effect. You can guarantee how it's going to go. So that's good to know. But I would really like to just fill the board. I would feel very good about myself then. So with this one, for those who haven't been here before, each multi-attack, each attack doesn't take shield away. I just need to make sure that I'm covering the maximum damage here. So if I only need 5 shield here, and it will cover each of these. I'm not sure how that's going to come into play later, because so far every multi-attack has done the same damage. I don't really know what the effect is, or how that effect works. Still unsure how spread works. It's like every section shares a side, something like that. I want something like this, where it says on play, spread this sigil, or on play, spread another sigil. That's what I want. Move a card from your exhaust pile and infuse it with this shape. So you can change the shapes of them too. Okay. What it means is each shield is 3 times as effective. Okay. I want to see... I want to apply Runestorm. So, Runestorm... I've missed it. Applies... I believe applies the damage to everything. So, applies every sigil to everything. This sigil's rune effects are applied to all enemies regardless of position. Right, so I think I want to play it on something with armor. Like... maybe ward, because then that's reusable. And that should, from my reading, apply 4 shield to both enemies, or however many enemies there are. Yeah, see, I'm not even placing it in the correct region and it's applying 4 shield. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Spread a sigil on your board, then activate its rune effects and board field effects. So what I want to do then... Wait, what does that do? Nothing. Okay. So how can I play this? There's no filling this board with what I've got, so I think... Oh no, I can get 2 more cards, so let's do that. Place that there. Nothing is placed yet, so... do that. Put convergence there. So now I've got 8 coming out of their 9, so that's not too bad. Still doesn't cover everything. Jeez. Oh no, we've got ads starting. Whoops. Okay. We're gonna pause. People might already be in ads, but we're gonna pause. And then we're gonna come back and finish this up. And I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're back. Hey Moon, is there something you want to tell the class? Wait, I can put that there. I still need to fill these 2, which is the problem. You already did. I'd love to know how far the spread works. Like how many spaces does it spread? If I could have that, that'd be great. Because otherwise, I don't really know what's going on. Is that going to cover it? I don't really know. But I think maybe that's what I do. I think that's what how I have to play this. So we go bop. 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 And then... Oh, it doesn't even let us... It doesn't even show us the preview. That's a shame. That would have been nice. Best guess is one on all sides, I guess. So maybe it only spreads one space. Maybe that's what I have to keep in mind. They're being really generous with this, with the region right now. Now that has to go there, I think, yeah. That can possibly be moved here. Then I could put that there. And that's kind of it. I have a bunch of these shapes and they don't do me any good. Oh. No. Still with this shape. So I think I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, they're all the same shape, so can't really do anything. At least I can retain this one. So I can just use it when I have the capacity. But I just don't have a 3, and that's where the issue is. So, oh, nope. You still have damaging cards to play this turn. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate that they keep telling me. Like, hey, dumbass. You haven't played your cards. I'm noticing this is growing though, so we're getting something. Alright, so my Runestorm 1 can go there. Because it doesn't need to be in a region to add to the thing. Then I think we can do that. 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 We still end up with 3. Oh, I feel like I'm getting so close. Is there a possibility I can draw 3? Oh, I can get the 4C. There is the potential that I'll draw 4C. So how did I do that? How would I go... We've drawn that one. We play this convergence now. On that. We didn't draw 4C. Well, there goes that. Because now we only have one space. Oh well. Let's get... Oh, I can't get rid of you. I played it. Yeah. Never mind. I would probably have finished this already were I not just focused on trying to fill the moon. Like, that is the only reason I am doing this. Yeah, so you see, this one only spreads... Oh, I can make it do that. But I think with my available cards, I need to do it like that. So it seems to spread one space in every side that it can. It's good to know. I need to put a ward there. Otherwise it's not going to work out. You can spread the sigil. So if I do this... And if I do this... I think we got it. I think we got it. So play that first, and then play that. Yes. I did the thing. That took so long. But I did it. And that's all that matters. Hey, you hear that sound? That's an angry bird who is demanding his peas and corn. I'm gonna try and do it again. Except it's not gonna work this time. Oh no, there it goes. I'm fucking myself over, but I don't care. Once I've done this round, I will need to finish up because, yeah, Mr. Bird is screaming because he wants his food. But he can wait. He's getting roommate's probably in the kitchen and he's getting angry because he wants food now. And the roommate should be getting him his food, but it's not.
No, wait, only food.
All right, let's focus on finishing up. It's an interesting mechanic, this at least. I think it's really interesting. There we go. There we go. Use a card in your hand with Ghost. Don't mind if I do. Alright, that's it. That's it for me today. This has been great. The plan was I was only going to play this for like an hour and a half and do like a run, because that's what I expected the demo to have. But ultimately... that's a lot of game. That's a lot of game you get for that. It was very nice, yeah. So that releases on the 29th of May. Might be the 28th of May for you guys. But I think it's fantastic. I think it's really, really fantastic. I'm going to be looking forward to that releasing. Alright, so... you might wonder, hey, Sil, why have you delayed your stream so long? You don't usually stream this late. Well, that's because a wonderful streamer that I enjoy is doing a partner push. And he needs as many eyes and lurkers and people around as he can to make this push. This is World Genesis. We rated him a week or two ago for the Bolognese stream. So some of you have seen him, some of you know he's fantastic. And he's been streaming for like 14 years. and somehow he's not partner. He deserves it 100 times over. So we're going to go see him, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could stick around and see what he has. And just all you need to do is just stick around, leave a lurker, leave a tab open, and just, if you want, just be a number. But he deserves it. He greatly deserves it. So I will, as I said, I don't know if I'll be streaming Friday because I might have to go visit my grandmother in the hospital. We're taking that as it goes. The next stream may be Sunday or Saturday night. We will see. But I've had a really good time today, and I'm definitely going to be playing this again when it releases. But, as usual, everyone, thank you all for coming today. It's been a great time. Lurkers, thank you for lurking. Chatters, thank you for chatting. Have a good night, have a good morning, and I'll see you next time. Bye.